Good morning, everybody. Here we are again. We're going to just do a little stretching today, a little breathing. We're not going to do an hour-long class right now because people have a lot to do and our attention spans are shorter. So take a deep breath in, raise your arms up, and then twist open to the left. Exhale, cross your right arm across your left knee, anchor your left hand behind your sitting bone, and twist open to the left. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Come back to center, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, twisting to the right side, crossing your left arm across your right thigh, anchoring your right arm behind your right sitting bone. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale. And exhale. Take another breath in. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale your arms up. And bring them down to your heart center. Exhale, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. Come into your heart's intention. Maybe your intention is to practice every day. Maybe your intention is to slow down the thoughts in your mind. Whatever your intention is, form something now so that you can dedicate yourself to this. And then open the eyes, release your hands, stretch forward over your legs, reach the hands forward. Take a deep breath in and then let your head come down to the mat. Walk your hands towards you to come back up. If you're seated on something like a block like I was, you can move that out of the way. Come into your tabletop shape, hands underneath shoulders, shoulder width apart and knees hip width apart, and begin to breathe in cat and cow. So inhale, sway the belly towards the mat, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze, stretch the front body. And then exhale, coiling in, pressing your navel to your spine, press your hands into the earth, dome your upper back, separate your shoulder blades. Try that again. Inhale to sway, lifting tailbone, lifting gaze, and then exhale to round, coiling in, pressing your hands into the floor, and just widening your upper back. Do that a few more times on your own breath and timing. And just warming up your spine, bending it in two directions. Full breath in for cow. Full breath out for cat. Take some other movements. Start moving your body around. Just coming into the awareness of how you're feeling today. Just exploring and taking any postures that feel good to you. You might come forward, slightly arch your back, come back into child's pose. Spend a little more time wherever you feel like you need to. And then come into your tabletop shape once again. We're going to thread the needle. So place your left hand front and center. Inhale, taking the right arm up, reaching up, following it with your gaze. Exhale, thread the arm through underneath the left hand. Land the outside of the shoulder on the mat, right side of your head, twisting into your spine. Stay here and breathe. If you want to take this one step further, you can reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, maybe releasing your wrist, doing a couple of wrist circles. If you want to bind your arm behind you, you can bend, place the back of your hand on the back of your waist or sacrum, or maybe your fingertips find the right hip crease. As you inhale, twist open, looking up toward the ceiling, roll your left shoulder back, exposing your heart up towards the ceiling. Take another deep breath here. And exhale, let the air out, release, come back. Hand to the earth, press yourself up, unthread the arm, counter stretch, inhale, reaching up. And exhale to lower. Let's do that to the other side. So center your right hand in the middle of your mat, under your face, left hand reaches up, inhale, breath. Exhale, lower. Exhale, center your right hand in the middle of your mat, under your face, left hand reaches up, inhale, breath. Exhale, threading it through underneath the right arm, reaching across, landing the outside of your left shoulder on the mat, supporting yourself with your right hand. Stay here and take a few breaths, opening up into your spine. Maybe feeling the rib cage wrap around your spine. Take an inhale breath, reach the arm up if you want to go a little bit further. Taking a few wrist circles. If you want a little bit more, you can bind the arm behind your back. Maybe the back of your hand rests on your waist, on your sacrum. Maybe your right fingertips find your left hip crease. Take an inhale breath, roll the shoulder back, expose the heart. Inhale, looking up toward the ceiling. Exhale. Take another breath here in your twist. And then as you exhale, unwind from whatever option you were at. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Press yourself up. Inhale, breath. Counter stretch, lifting left arm up. And then exhale, left arm down. Let's come to the top of the mat. Tuck your toes under, connecting your feet into the earth. Press down through the toes a few times. Really feel that connection. And then as you inhale, lift your knees. As you exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Paddle and rock the feet. Bending one leg and then the other. Just stretching into the calves, the Achilles tendons, the ankles. Feel free to sway on the balls of your feet and bend into your knees. You might feel a whole side stretch in the sides of your body as you do this, just settling into your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep breath into your back body. Keep pressing away from the hands, widening your upper back. And then exhale, melting your heart towards the earth. Inhale through the nose. Feel free to part the lips. Exhale through the mouth. One more breath here. Inhale into the back body. And exhale completely. Tiptoe your way forward towards your hands. Come to the top of your mat. Find your forward fold, feet hip width apart. Bend your knees as much as you want to. Dangle over your legs. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows. Let your head and arms be heavy. You can sway from side to side if that feels good. And then release your hands to the mat. Plant into your feet. Inhale, start to rise nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Let your head and hands be heavy. And let your head and chin unfurl last, right on the top of your spine. Take an inhale breath, roll the shoulders up towards the ears, make a big circle backwards, and then glide your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, try that again. Inhale, raising the shoulders. Big, huge circle, getting wide across the front body. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And then exhale the shoulders down. Take a sweeping breath in and up, reaching up, stretching the side bodies long. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Take a halfway lift, either fingertips on the earth or hands on shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Zip your belly button in and up toward your spine, making your back flat. And then exhale, release and fold. Plant your hands on either side of your feet and step back to a plank pose. Top of a push-up. As you inhale, we're going to body saw 3 times. So keeping this firm plank, straight line from the shoulder to the heel. Press through the toes to come forward like you're peeking over the edge of a cliff. Inhale. Exhale, press through the heels to go back, keeping the belly firm. Don't tent your butt upwards like downward dog, but stay nice and flat and long. Try that again. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, stretching the calves, pressing through the heels. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press through the heels. Lower your knees down to the mat. Lower yourself slowly, chest and chin down to the floor. Elbows bend straight back, hugging into the rib cage. Little inchworm. Slide forward, untuck your toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, cobra pose. And then exhale back to your child's pose. Open the knees out wide, toes can connect. And exhale down, snuggling your rib cage in between your thighs. Taking a few deep breaths here into your back body. You might want to stretch out your triceps. If you do, just walk your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Bend your elbows. Take your thumbs to touch the back of your neck, crawling your elbows forward closer to your temples, framing your head, and stretching out the upper back and shoulders and the tricep muscles. And then exhale, take your hands back down to the mat. Start to come up. Come up into your tabletop shape, so knees underneath your hips. We're going to come into extended puppy dog pose, heart chakra pose. So you can walk your hands down, keeping your hips over your knees. Stretch forward as much as you can, maybe resting the forehead down on the mat, stretching into your upper back, keeping the hips over the knees. If you can go a little bit further and it's comfortable for your neck, maybe you place your chin on the ground. And that's a maybe. Take the option that's right for you. Don't force anything. And some people's backs are so open they can place their chest on the ground. Widen the arms out so you have space for the shoulders, not to pinch. So whatever your option is, breathe into your back body, back of the heart, and then gently walk yourself back up. Come back to the top of your mat for your downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, inhale, lift your knees, exhale, pressing back towards the heels, lengthening your spine, reaching the tailbone up toward the sky. And then see if you can feel the rotation of your inner thighs in towards each other, hamstrings towards the back of the room, pinky toe side edges of the feet pressing dynamically into your mat like you're trying to tear your mat apart widthwise, so you're creating more space in your sitting bones. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, bringing the feet together to touch. As you inhale, you're going to raise up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bending your knees, looking forward like you're about to pounce like a wild animal. You can walk to the top of your mat or hop there right between the hands. Bring the big toes to touch, separate your heels about 1.5 inches apart, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a breath in as you lengthen your spine, but keep the knees bent. As you exhale, sit down a little bit lower. Look over the knees and see if you can see maybe just your big toes. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, directing your sitting bones back over your heels. One more breath in as you stretch out of your pelvic bowl. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. We're going to twist open to the right. You can hook the left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Press the palms together. Lift and spin your entire chest and rib cage up and over your right thigh. Twisted chair pose. Really try to keep your hips square to the back of the room. So don't let that left knee come forward ahead of the right knee, but keep your knees level. And you can open up your wingspan. Spreading out across the collarbones, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the palms back together. Inhale to release, rising up. Big breath in. And then exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale to release and fold. Once again, bending into the knees, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, exhale to sit the hips back over the heels, look over your knees, see that you can see your big toes. Keep hugging the knees in, inner thighs in, relax the shoulders down. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, sitting down a little lower. As you start to feel the burn, go back to your breath, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale, stretching the spine nice and long out of your pelvis. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down through heart center and Anjali Mudra, twist open to your left side, hooking right elbow on the outside of your left thigh, keeping the knees even. Press into the palms, lift and spin your entire rib cage over the left thigh. And then go ahead and spread the wings open. Inhale, breath. And then as you exhale, bring the palms back together. Woo, gonna release, inhale, rise up. Hallelujah. And then exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Anybody sweating yet? Exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. As you inhale, press forward through the toes, shoulders over the hands, and then lower down for your connecting flow. So I'm going to do chaturanga, bending elbows straight back, hovering at 90 degrees. Coming down to the mat, inhale, roll the shoulders back, cobra pose. And then exhale for a break. Let's go back to child's pose. Hips sit down onto the heels. Relax, take a few breaths here. So coming up, this is just a short one today. So this is just a warm up. And just doing this, I've gotten pretty warmed up, and you can too. And you can change the way you move, the speed of how you move. If you want to feel a little bit more heat, you can stay longer in your chair pose. It definitely builds a lot of heat. And so follow me on my YouTube channel, Veronica Rebo Canales, for more yoga postures. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.